Welcome to the very first episode of the Pique Report, the show where trending headlines meet real-world business lessons that actually help you grow. I'm AshLeigh, and every week we're going to take one story that has everybody talking. We're going to break it down through a marketing lens, and we're going to give you 3 actionable moves that you can use to build a business that looks as good online as it feels in real life, okay? It's short, it's smart, and if you follow along each week, by the end of the first season, you'll have a complete marketing foundation and a working funnel that actually produces leads. So let's jump into this week's hot take. So, American Eagle thought they were being clever, okay? They launched this campaign with actress Sydney Sweeney called She's Got Great Genes. Let me play you a clip here.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
It's a play on words, right? Genes versus genes. It's cute. Except the internet didn't think so.
Critics have accused the ad of playing up eugenics, that Sweeney's white skin color, blonde hair, and blue eyes were greater than other genes.
I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda. Wow.
Those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like, fascist weird.
Okay, within hours, X exploded. And in one viral post, this guy said, "Our culture is cooked." People weren't laughing. They were actually shocked that this made it out of a corporate boardroom. So the backlash grew so loud, it made it all the way up the chain, and even Vice President J.D. Vance had to comment on it.
And support for the ad now extends to the White House.
Yeah, my political advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. that appears to be their actual strategy.
And here's the thing that really sent people over the edge, okay? This campaign was supposed to support awareness for domestic violence survivors. Then the commercial, Sydney's half dressed. She's buttoning her jeans, she's laying down, she has no shirt on, like her chest is on display. It's this soft lighting, and it looks like she just walked out of a love scene. So instead of empowerment, it actually looked a little bit like exploitation. Total message mismatch. An American Eagle didn't mean to offend anyone, right? But intent doesn't erase impact. They forgot the simplest marketing question. Who are we talking to, and how will they hear this? You gotta think about it. Gen Z and the younger millennials are the brand's biggest buyers. They live online, right? They see everything. They feel everything. You know what? And they even analyze everything. I've got 2 of them, okay? They have a sharper radar for tone, representation, authenticity, and they're even more sensitive to imagery and subtext that older generations might have just brushed off. But I don't think it's a weakness for them, you know? It's actually awareness. And if you're building a brand in 2025, you can't afford to ignore that. It's not that audiences don't want to hear from brands. They do. They just don't want to feel like they're being talked down to, okay? They want brands that get them, that understand their world, that understand their humor, that understand their boundaries, and brands that'll respect all 3 of those things. Now, before we move on, speaking of domestic violence awareness, we wanted to just take a minute to highlight one of our clients, Miss Ophelia Green and Annie's Gifts of Love. It's an incredible organization that helps domestic violence survivors. And in honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we wanted to showcase this incredible organization. They help survivors rebuild their lives with dignity and hope. She could really use your support this month. So if you feel led, visit anniesgiftsoflove.org to learn more or to make a donation. All right, let's pivot from headlines to habits, okay? Now, at Pique, we work with a lot of small business owners, and here's the truth. Most people are trying to market and they haven't even laid a solid foundation. Okay, their message isn't clear, their visuals don't match the value of the work that they're doing, and their online presence, if they have one, doesn't make people trust them. Then they come to us asking for more videos, more ads, more content, more graphics. But content can't fix confusion, y'all. That's why every episode is gonna include your 3 moves. And they're strategic, okay? They're gonna help you build your foundation from the ground up. By the end of the season, you'll have a real brand, a functional funnel, and a system that actually generates leads, okay? Let's start with the first 3. Move 1, define your ideal client profile. Who do you really want to serve? Now, I want you to get really specific with this, okay? Not who are you serving currently, not who are you settling for serving, but who do you actually want to serve? And let's get super specific, okay? I want you to know their age. I want you to know how much money they make. I want you to know where they go to school or work. I want you to know their lifestyle habits. I want you to know their goals. I want you to know where they hang out, both in real life and online. I want you to know what kind of content they scroll when they're supposed to be asleep. Are they on TikTok? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Netflix watching Hunting Wives? The clearer that picture is, the more confident every other marketing decision becomes. Move 2, list their pain points. What's frustrating them that you can actually fix? Okay, I'll never forget when ChatGPT came out, and this was a few years back. I had Chat give me the top 10 most frustrating things, the most frustrating pain points that my target audience had. Okay, and of course, ChatGPT spit those out in 2 seconds. And I said, now help me bridge this gap. How do my unique services and products address these issues, these pain points? And when it put the 2 together for me, my mind was just completely blown. Like, I couldn't believe that I had a service and a product that tackled every last one of those pain points, and that actually became the way that I marketed to them. So if your content is not making someone say, hey, that's me, then that means your message isn't sharp enough yet. The best marketing isn't loud. The best marketing is a mirror. All right, move number 3, describe their transformation. What changes after they work with you or after they buy from you? I want you to paint the before and after, because people don't buy services, they buy outcomes. And when you can articulate that transformation, then that's what makes your marketing become magnetic. Now, I know these might sound simple, but they're not small, okay? They are going to be the foundation that makes every dollar that you spend later, whether it's on content, ads, or fancy funnels, actually work. You skip them and you'll keep leaking leads. Master them, and even your old post is gonna start performing better because your message finally lands where it should. All right, next week, we'll take what you wrote about your audience and turn it into your core message. Okay, that's gonna be the one sentence that makes people stop scrolling and think, that's me, I need that. Plus, we're gonna break down a new headline that shows what happens when brands actually nail their target audience connection perfectly, okay? And then we'll see what it looks like to win the internet for all the right reasons. If you enjoyed this first episode of the Pique Report, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be the first to know when the next episode drops. And if you'd like the written version delivered right to your inbox each week, along with some extra marketing tips, maybe some behind the scenes insights, and some occasional deals from our Pique team, just join the list below. You're gonna get fresh, practical advice to help you grow your brand, straight from us, no fluff, no spam, just value. All right, so hit that subscribe button, Drop your email in the box below and keep building something you're proud of. I'm AshLeigh. This has been the Pique Report, and I'll see you next week. Don't look now, but Black Friday is right around the corner. And your competitors, they're already planning their push. Every year, the same thing happens. The businesses that start early are the ones that dominate the weekend, while everyone else is still scrambling, trying to figure out their offer. Here's the truth. If you don't have your strategy, videos, emails, and ads in motion right now, you're already behind. Because when Black Friday hits, the ones who planned ahead will be the ones that secure the bag. At Pique Video, we're building done-for-you Black Friday campaigns. Strategy, video, emails, ads, and posting all under one roof. Only 10 businesses are getting in. Once those spots are gone, that's it. So go to pique-video.com/frenzy and claim your spot before your competitors